You are a man. Shut the fuck up.
Nigga, do you got something you want to say?
Don't worry about me, I'm a god.
1. I've seen many people say that they feel like the emojis in aespa's Savage music video makes the entire thing feels out of date and that they wish directors would stop including emojis in music videos. I strongly disagree with this. I feel like a lot of people are so blinded by nostalgia that they become biased towards anything that leans more modern. Emojis are a part of our daily life and culture, they have cemented themselves in pop culture. If it's pop culture then it's relevant. I don't see why they shouldn't be included in design elements. I especially love the use of them in Savage. Cringe culture is cringe, y'all are boring. 2. Twice's concepts have gotten better but their teasers are still as boring as ever. With their newest release between 1 and 9 on the way, I've already noticed the pattern they've fallen into. They will have the most interesting, beautiful video teaser you've ever seen, then you get the actual concept photos and be bored. JYPE will never understand how to fully flesh out a concept whatsoever, especially in terms of Twice sadly. 3. Speaking of JYPE, recently news has come out that they will stop selling physical albums for releases. Now I'm not sure if this is still true or misinformation, so take it with a grain of salt here. I saw a lot of people say it's a good choice as there are K-pop stans who will buy albums just for photo cards and this prevents a lot of waste. I disagree though. For starters, to prevent waste you could simply sell the photo cards and albums separately. There's really no need to get rid of one altogether as there are still fans who appreciate physical albums such as myself. I could care less about paper photo cards. I would never just buy a photo card. Secondly and most importantly to me, as I've been complaining about this for a year and a half, the reason why JYPE albums create so much waste is because they make 1,001 versions of one album. It's so pointless. There's no need to make 4 separate versions of an album when all the album packages are generic and uninspired. Literally just sell 2 versions. Why can't we be normal? 4. I found the real-world version of aespa's album, I think specifically marketed as the digipack version, to be very corny and off-putting. Paying for an album in which the photo book includes MacBook selfies and Polaroids, not real-life Polaroids, I'm talking about Polaroids designed in the photo book, just makes me so nauseous. A MacBook selfie that could be posted for free? Let's be serious please. I honestly wasn't impressed by the scans this time around, which I knew I wouldn't be based on the digital release. The real world concept shouldn't have been a thing, but in general it didn't feel like an official photo shoot whatsoever. It felt like one of those magazine shoots that they would do casually. Not to mention, it's so far removed from the actual concept of the album that it feels pointless. 5. This isn't only an aespa issue though. I'm noticing recently with SM where they'll throw a concept into the album batch only for it to have no real correlation with the music video itself. Girls' Generation's recent comeback had this funky alien utopia concept for its second version that I was pleasantly surprised with, only for the music video to come along and crush those hopes completely. If this was just a once in a blue moon thing then I'd understand, but from Queendom to Forever One to Girls, it's increasingly becoming a very annoying pattern. Flesh the concept out. Why are we just throwing anything at the wall? Feel My Rhythm was the only attempt at this I enjoyed because of its musical theater feel, which elevated the concept rather than hinder it. The rest of these music videos didn't utilize the other concepts at all. It could more be compared to a last-minute switcheroo, which I find annoying. 6. Whatever Fromis 9 copied from Twice doesn't matter to me because Fromis 9 does it better with $2. 7. If you all want to lie to yourselves and say Twice is doing Y2K better than the New Jeans girls, then sure, I guess enjoy your ducky poorly executed concept. 8. Twice's concepts are better when it's rooted in camp and fun. I found Donut's music video to be extremely funny because it just felt so dumb yet beautiful. I think that's where Twice succeeds best. Look at BDC, look at Scientist. 9. While I do agree that SM seems to be finding their footing again when it comes to concepts, I still think they aren't doing enough for their women like they do for their men. Red Velvet practically carrying the concept gravy train for themselves. 10. NCT Dream has somehow, someway managed to upstage everyone else NCT with their concepts. From hot sauce, to hello future to glitch mode to beatbox. Like I'm getting kind of scared at how they're managing to eat back to back like that. But it's still fuck them for taking that godly glitch mode concept that should have been given to aespa because it's literally their entire schtick. Like I don't know, them boys gotta go to hell. 11. SM has lost the art of storytelling. The girl's music video is so laughably mad, like even months later I'm still giggling at how nonsensical it was. How we forget how the format of a story should go. We learned this in elementary. Like I think it's time to sit the team of directors down and review some 5th grade literature. 12. New Jeans had the best art direction this year, and I think it's okay to acknowledge that while also giving them general lashings. We're human beings, we have eyes. I think lying will get us nowhere. This is definitely what we've been craving from K-pop for a long time. Literally all these giving this K-pop group a comeback videos led to this. I'm sad at the way it had to be, but like I don't know what to tell you mama. The content titles even eating down like making jeans? Like jeans? I'm throwing up, it's so good. Like I'm so gagged it just makes me even more pissed off. It should have been me bitch. 13. Blackpink recent concept. Well, it was a concept for sure. I've stopped tuning into Blackpink releases because I've realized they will never be those girls for me. You know? It was definitely a step up for them, but I was still bored. I agree with the aespa plagiarism accusations, but I fear unfortunately that Blackpink did something better than someone for once. Congrats to them on that, I guess. Music video was awful as usual, same old for Blackpink as usual. They just do not understand how to make a music video. 6,000 different sets and almost none correlate, 3,000 ideas and none of them fleshed out. They just throw money at the wall. At first I could at least appreciate the set designs individually, but we've gotten the same print over and over again to the point I'm just bored now. Even the set pieces were like, okay, very much we worked on this 2 weeks ago. Which funnily enough, they kinda did. 14. I'm waiting for the full release to give my full thoughts, but for now, I will say that IVE has stepped up drastically from their generic looking debut. Between Love Dive and now this release, there is definitely more thought put into their releases. Much more than WJS, and unfortunately, I fear we have lost the war. I am tuned in. We shall see. That's all for now.
Who fuck is it?
You're respecting funny morals from K-pop.
It's over. That's it, okay? That's all I gotta say.